We are stuck on a sandbar and Jeff is working on zipping off his pants. I've already been walking quite a bit. You can still see the bridge where we put in at. And it's been about 20 minutes. We've been following a white crane down the river, kind of chasing along. Hopefully I'll get a video of that soon.
Howdy y'all, we just stopped trying to find our campsite for the night. We're looking at a few things. Um, there's one spot over that way that we're trying to look at as well. But we did find this spot here. It looks pretty good. It's well, there's a few things we're looking for tonight because we are supposed to kind of have some bad weather, and we're thinking the weather's going to be coming in from this side. So we're trying to find a spot that's got coverage from a whole lot of wind just coming through. Blowing our tent over because this is sand, so it'll pull up any stakes. We didn't really bring a whole lot of stuff like that, but this spot over here does look pretty good. It's pretty flat. It's pretty tall up, as you can tell. The water's down here, and I mean it's up at least 4 more feet in some spots. Kind of steep, as you can tell, but it definitely has some spots. We are going to go look at that spot over there just to see if it's any better. Because whereas this looks to be a decent spot, it's not going to be a comfortable spot for the rest of the afternoon. Sun's going to be setting that away, so we'll be right in the sun most of the afternoon. So we're going to try to see what that spot looks like, see if we will be a little bit in the shade, and still have everything that we're looking for. See you in a minute.
We found our spot where we're going to camp tonight here on a sandbank. And before we set up camp, I like to come out and look at all the paw prints and tracks that I can find. So here we see paw print of maybe a coyote or wolf. We got something that slid down its belly down this slope here, maybe like a beaver. We got some big bird tracks. Kind of here you can see it walking across. Earlier we saw some deer and raccoon tracks too. Just a lot of cool animals out here all sharing nature together.
Howdy y'all, we got our tent set up, pretty much our whole camp set up. We've got the tent's behind me. We picked this spot. It was pretty shaded when we picked it. This is not the same one we were at a minute ago, but it's pretty high up still, as you can tell. But we do have our water filter cleaning over there too, and our little kitchen here. We got these a long time ago, and then little boiler in our bucket, and the chairs. The kayaks are behind my wife. Couple things to think of when you're picking a campsite. And today's been proven for that you always need to look up and find out if there's any loose or dead trees, because there was a big old splash over there about a minute or two ago, and we've seen 2 or 3 other limbs fall down while we've been here, um, just hanging out. But we'll get dinner started here before too long, and I guess that's all I've got.
Here's a closer look at our water filtration system setup. We have a water filter that is gravity fed, so we fill up this water back here, which is strung up on a little tripod made with our kayak paddles, and it goes down to our shower bag. This is a newer shower bag that we haven't used camping before. It basically fills up, and then it has this foot pedal pump. You pump it up with air to pressurize it, and then it comes out this shower head that has an on and off switch. So excited to show that. It is a black bag, so it's supposed to heat up in the sun. We don't have a lot of sun left, so I don't think we're going to get much out of it today, but it's showing to be about 86 degrees of the bag right now. So we'll see how cold the water is since it's coming straight from the river. Hey y'all, cooking dinner here. Got some pre-made taco meat that I'm just heating up in the skillet over our little mini stove. And then we'll put it on some tortillas and put some cheese with it and make little burritos with that. And that'll be a good night's dinner. Hopefully it'll keep us satisfied till morning. All right, catch you later.
We are out here, and right now Becca's still cooking dinner, and it's starting to look like it's going to rain pretty soon. I don't know how well you can see the clouds, but it is definitely getting a lot more overcast. You can definitely tell a lot more over that way, but it is definitely feeling like it's going to rain sooner than later. The Weather Channel this morning was showing that it was going to start around 9 tonight. Now we're seeing maybe 7 or 8, which we had planned on. We actually set up camp the way earlier than what we normally ever have. I think we found this place around like 2 o'clock, if not sooner, and we have really enjoyed sitting here enjoying the weather though. See y'all. Howdy y'all. We just finished dinner. We thought we'd take some time to tell you about this trip and why it is special to us. We're on the Coldwater River in Mississippi, and this was actually our first trip that we had ever gone kayak camping on. Really, my first time ever camping, and
I'm surprised we didn't scare them away from it.
to say the least, we had a lot of work that trip. We did not have any type of stove that we used. We camped over. I mean, we cooked over a fire.
And a lot of the gear we got from my parents' basement.
Well, you say gear. It was a tent and a hammock
And
and
a
a rain
little
tarp
wood stove.
and a wood stove. That was very tiny. It folds up flat. That was about this big.
Or like a kindling stove.
We used a pot and pan set that I had in college that I'd bought for some reason and didn't even camp yet. So, to say the least, it was a lot of work. It was very fun though, and it honestly, I look back at that trip every time because we were able to, we made it through it. We we shared a kayak, by the way, that
We had our first kayak was a double.
so it was very small, very compartmentalized, and I think we only had one dry bag. I think we stuck everything in garbage bags and hoped things stayed dry.
And because we were all on the same boat with all our gear, it made it kind of sit low in the water. So we did a lot of dragging. There's a lot of sandbars in this river. It's like a dirt bottom. We dragged good bit today too, but not as much as that first camping trip.
Not near the same. And anything else about that first trip that stands out to you?
We did, instead of finding like a bank to camp on, we kind of climbed up a side of a cliff. Very short cliff, but dragged our kind of canoe up there and kind of camped in under some trees because we were planning on hammock camping that trip, and so we wanted to make sure we had some trees available.
That's right. This time we are on a beach, so we're kind of excited about that.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier too. Okay, do you see our little visitor? Little tan frog. Perfectly matches the sand. His camouflage is great. Hi, little guy. Do you need help getting out? Okay, so it's pretty windy this morning, so we moved our little stove so we could cook some scrambled eggs under our little special rain fly of our tent. So that way the wind doesn't blow out our flame. So we're just going to cook this, turn it into some breakfast burritos, and then we'll start packing up to head out. We'll catch you later.
Pro tip, if you're like us and can't count the number of steaks you need, and you run out and you need some more, don't be afraid to use a stick or two to help that too.
Okay, guys, if you're going camping out in the middle of nowhere, it's important to remember to pack out what you pack in. So we have this reusable mesh bag that we like to use to take all trash back out. And I also just put our dirty dishes in there too so I can clean them once we get home. So, see y'all later. Hey guys, if you haven't paddled in a while, it's always a good idea to stretch out your arms, shoulders, and back before and after you paddle. You can even use your whole paddle to kind of stretch it out. It's a really good stretch in there. All right, safe paddling. Here's a tip for you when you're kayaking. When you're going through a lot of bends, usually there's a bank side and a wall side. The wall side's typically going to be deeper than the bank side, so you're going to get stuck less, but you got to watch out for fallen trees and sticks. So we just got home from our camping trip down the Coldwater River, and usually after a severe thunderstorm like we had last night, we expect to have some shingles down, but instead we have half of a tree down in our yard. Not too surprising that this is the one that fell because the other half of it fell maybe last year. So it was about time. We had been talking about cutting it down ourselves, so this just kind of took the decision out for us. So we'll eventually get this chopped up and turn it into some firewood. All right, so we made it back home safe and sound. We made it through a thunderstorm last night. A lot of lightning, thunder, lots of rain. But we made it through just fine. It didn't get too cold until the morning of. And this morning it was very windy.
Very windy and kind of chilly. And then coming back, we had to cross over 2 trees that had covered the whole river, so that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, I don't think they were new from last night, but just something we weren't expecting, and so made it through. Overall, I think it was a good trip. We saw a total of 4 snakes, which is not a whole lot comparatively.
Yeah.
Anything we would do different, Jeff?
Not really. The only thing that we could have changed potentially was the tent that we used. It did leak a little bit, but it was a pretty big thunderstorm, so I really don't know if we have any that would really work. So
yeah, we thought that rain fly was a little bit thicker, but our memory served incorrectly.
Yeah, that was it.
All right, we'll catch you on the next trip. Bye now. Hey guys, we just finished dinner, and so we're just gonna sit here and kind of share a little bit about where we're camping.
Maybe we need a script. Howdy, y'all. We are on the Coldwater River. We thought we'd take some time. We just finished dinner, and
we're gonna share a little bit about.
No, we're gonna redo it.
Okay.
Howdy, y'all.
Oh, okay. It's.
Howdy, y'all. We just finished it.
Let me stop it.
Howdy, y'all. So we just finished dinner. Are you good now?
Yeah, we're good.
She just fell down. If she edits this out.